is Rebecca Newkirk, and I am a therapist who specializes in complex trauma and also a clinic coach specializing in overcoming perfectionism. So today I wanted to talk to you about the 5 things that are most important, the 5 first things to do to be able to start overcoming your perfectionism. So the first on my list, number 1, is we've got to learn how to prioritize. You cannot show up in all of the places up to your standards. You cannot do all of the things, right? So we have to identify the things that are the most important to you, the things that you value, and they can rotate. It's okay for you to change what you're focusing on. You just can't be focused on all of the things all of the time. Number 2 is self-compassion. Self-compassion is absolutely instrumental in overcoming perfectionism. We have to expect that you're going to make mistakes before you even start. The expectation has to be, this is not going to go perfectly, and I'm definitely going to do something that I regret here. But we get to trust in yourself, that you're going to be able to overcome those mistakes and that you're going to be able to keep moving. And the only way that you're able to develop that self-confidence and self-assurance, that you're going to be able to take care of yourself and make sure that you can keep going, is by actually showing yourself that you will keep going. So it starts before the task. Start with self-compassion. Make the expectation that something's going to go wrong here. Number 3, the third most important skill to be able to overcome your perfectionism, and I know this is a hard one for you, it's a hard one for me too, but don't overthink it. How many times have you started trying to do something and you go in circles and circles and circles and you run yourself ragged trying to figure out all of the logistics, all of the things that, first of all, frankly, you cannot figure out before you start. There are going to be roadblocks that you don't expect. There are going to be things that come at you no matter how much preparation you've done, no matter how careful you've been to make sure that you're approaching it in the just right way. So if we give you permission to be just a little bit impulsive, just a little bit more spontaneous, if you have like an urgency in you, you have a passion in you, a fire, and you want to do something, go for it and figure out the details later. You are able to do that. 4, and this is a hard one too, but the 4th strategy to use to overcome your perfectionism is you've got to learn how to delegate. You cannot do everything. We need to be able to lean on the people around us, lean on the people who love us and want to support us, who want to show up. Because when you're doing everything, it's going to cause resentment. It's going to mean that things are going to fall through the cracks. It's going to mean that nothing that you're doing is really living up to your standards because you're trying to do all of the things. So this is kind of like prioritizing. It's just allowing the people who love you to show up for you. And number 5, no more earning your playtime. Playtime just has to be part of your life. It just has to be there. If you're asking yourself to be creative and resourceful, warm and compassionate, you're asking yourself to be a good mother, a good father, a good spouse, you're asking yourself to be a good daughter or a good son, you're not going to be able to do those things because you're not going to be able to even lean into who you are. If you're not giving yourself space and time to really be yourself in a full way. And that means that you have to be able to play. So I don't know if you've ever had the experience of banging your head against the wall in the same thing that you're trying to get done over and over and over again and feeling like, well, eventually I'm going to be able to relax. Eventually I'm going to be able to do this thing that I've been looking forward to. But you can't get through your task and then the opportunity is lost to do the fun thing. I bet you if you had just dropped it and gone to do the fun thing and gone to play and come back, it would have gone so much more smoothly for you.